But the single most important thing that you can consider is selling when you're growing your business. So growing your gross revenue, and most importantly, your net profit, your net earnings. That when you're selling on the way up, you attract a lot of attention. If you are stagnant or you're declining, it is very, very hard, because unlike the real estate market, there's no collateral. Like there's no baseline of assets that a buyer can depend on. It's the goodwill and knowledge and fortitude of the entrepreneur. That's what's being sold. The listing or the reviews, like if it's an Amazon, store, the credibility of the brand, those have some tangible value to it, but not like real estate.
I think, Nate, that's the thing that over the last 6 years, I've been approached by a ton of different growth equity, private equity people, and they're always saying the exact same thing. That is, you want to make sure if you're ever interested in taking money, you need to do it when you're making money. Don't try to sell your company on the downside, because you won't get the valuations. More importantly, you won't even attract any buyers. It's just such a scary thing. No one wants to catch a falling piano. And
Yeah.
I think it's pretty crazy. But I think today it's been fun for me to see. I was talking with a couple of people not too long ago that this literally has become probably the only industry or business that literally grew. I think you made mention of as well in second quarter this year was the whole e-com market. You want to kind of expand on that?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's attracted a ton of attention. So there's been numerous reports that have, economic reports that have come out that have, been shining the light on e-commerce and how in Q2, selling online and online sales was the only sector that grew. So that's attracted a lot of really interesting attention. And for example, because I've got, a lot of listings, I'm representing a number of companies, and I'm a broker at Website Closers, which is a large firm. They're the oldest, the biggest, the most established brokerage of selling online businesses, e-commerce businesses, sales funnel based businesses. Your ClickFunnel crowd. We've got one of your 2 Comma Club members under contract for a nice 7-figure plus sale. So what we're seeing is all of this, old money is flooding into e-commerce. I was talking to a mushroom farm, a company that owns a mushroom farm. It's been around for 90 years. It's the biggest mushroom farm in the Northeast. They've got a ton of money and they're looking to put it into e-commerce. That's one example. Another family office I was talking to, they've got $500 million worth of plumbing businesses scattered across the country. And they've got a ton of money and they want to get into e-commerce. And everything, and what all of them are looking for, they really want a platform. So somebody that is that it's a large enough business that the primary entrepreneur is going to stick around. They're going to keep, they'll sell a majority of the business, but they'll retain a minority interest in the business, continue operationally, and be that nucleus for other acquisitions to then get bolted on around it. All of these big companies, the only way for them to get into e-commerce right now is to buy e-commerce businesses. They're way too far behind to be able to enlist the aid and do a startup and create a new business division. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?